course. Four hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma, and where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was... just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
In your dream, was the stage on fire? Because otherwise, I find that hard to believe.
Whoa, can we do that for our next gig?
We are not setting the stage on fire, Brian. Please stop asking. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. Crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it... It'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
I'm fine, Freddie. I'm really okay.
Yeah? You don't seem okay.
Oh, I guess I just... I just thought this would be easier, you know? How did I even get here?
I know. It's okay, Grace. I'm right here with you.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home.
Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze, I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted. On a girl who doesn't know how to be free, like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
A young, fashionably dressed woman peeks through the doorway to watch Grace sing.
Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or...?
Calliope looks up at the stage.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. Did you, bring an instrument, or some music?
I kinda bring my music wherever I go.
All right. Well...
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, oh, I'm about to with no sails, drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean. Maybe if I paddle hard enough, I'll fight the waves, try to be tough. And I belong to the sea.
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Well, I know why I feel that way, but what's your story?
I'm reaping what I've sown, I think. This has been a very long time coming.
Ouch. Sounds harsh.
May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
It would sound stupid.
Try me.
Well, I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Those are good questions to ask. I should go.
Calliope turns to leave.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
Grace is alone in her apartment.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be...
Calliope stumbles through the door and Grace catches her.
What the... Calliope?
Grace holds Calliope on the floor. She is bleeding from a stab wound in her stomach.
I didn't know or else... I'm so sorry, Grace.
Oh, God. You're hurt. I'll get help.
No! No! You have to wait. You can't go. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please. Please, come on.
Something shines from inside of Calliope and transfers to Grace. Grace's eyes glow yellow.
is that?
Grace looks at herself, shocked by what just happened to her. Grace looks down at Calliope and the blood on her hands in grief. A young person suddenly appears in Grace's apartment. There is a shining doorway that looks to be a portal behind them.
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone.
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know? She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
Grace tackles them against the fridge, holding them by the front of their jacket.
You are gonna tell me what's going on right now!
Whoa.
Who are you? How did you get here? What is happening?
Alright, jeez. Let me go. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
The young person grabs Grace by the wrist and runs towards the shining doorway. Grace and the young person enter a long office through the doorway. There is a desk with a computer at the end of the room, near windows separated by pillars looking out into the city at night. Grace and the young person enter a long office through the doorway. There is a desk with a computer at the end of the room, near windows separated by pillars looking out into the city at night. An owl dressed in fitted armor perches atop the desk, watching Grace closely.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait! Come back! Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
The owl continues to watch Grace silently as she wanders the room, waiting for something to happen. Some time passes, and the city grows lighter outside. Grace sits on the desk and looks at a plate of cookies beside her. She reaches for a cookie. The owl turns its attention to her suddenly, causing her to withdraw her hand. The doors to the office open, and 4 people walk through. They approach Grace and stand around the room. One of them, a tall woman, regards Grace with contempt. An older woman takes the seat behind the desk. A bearded man and a beautiful woman look at Grace with a hint of regret.
Our beloved sister, the last of the muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
It must be a mistake. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Nor should you. We go to great lengths to ensure mortals believe they are alone in their great big world.
But we aren't?
No. Oh, my poor dear. I should explain. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
But gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but...
Athena stares hard at Grace.
I'm afraid you have to die.
Die? You don't have that right. What, you think I'm just gonna stand here and...
Grace, please stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop. Who do you think you are, threatening me like that?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But... it isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
Grace's eyes begin to glow.
But... this isn't justice!
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be it's unfair. I know, but our laws cannot be changed. But she came to me. You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that shield. You must know I didn't do it.
Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone, now that she's gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. You'll have to see the chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Athena, Persephone and Aphrodite looked shocked.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us
Apollo looks at Grace, as though imploring her to speak up.
do?
Don't I get a trial? A fair hearing, something? Or is that not what idols do?
Apollo and Athena exchange looks. Apollo smiles, but Athena appears frustrated.
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
So, no dying. Am I hearing that right? No Grace getting smited by the gods?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, our original verdict stands.
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
I knew you were going to say that. How did I know you were going to say that?
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities. They cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer, if they exist.
Grace stands still, looking around, confused for a moment.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Athena gestures towards the plate of cookies. The owl watches Grace closely. Grace arrives back at her apartment. Freddie notices Grace, immediately standing up from the couch.
Grace?
Grace gazes at the spot on the floor where Calliope's body had previously been.
Grace!
Freddie grabs Grace by the arms to get her attention.
Hi.
Hi! Hi! Hi. You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. What? Did something happen to you?
Yes, but you are seriously not gonna believe it.
Ah, one of those nights, huh? Well, it better be good.
I became a god, Freddy. For real.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? Okay, so what exactly are you the god of? Late night latte?
Grace suddenly notices a horned man in glasses closely inspecting her kitchen.
Days, skipping bad practice?
Grace continues watching in surprised silence at the horned man as he searches.
Smart-ass friends who never stop talking.
That sounds perfect. Can I be your high priestess? Oh, we should get some candles for the altar.
Freddy finally notices the horned man as well.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
Help me how exactly? And why? We've never even met.
Uh-huh. Now how would one acquire friends if one never made an effort to meet strangers?
Yeah, but...
As for the help I can offer, plenty. Unless you feel you can find the murderer on your own. I mean, you could do that. Maybe.
So yeah, about that.
Is there any way you could... Huh.
That's it? Sure, but I had proof.
Well, I have...
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits.
Such dark...
Don't you think you're being a little... Seems rather convenient.
A little...
So you're here pure... You know... Okay, What do you mean, my Okay.
Pan approaches Grace, puts an arm around her shoulders and walks her forward.
Now that...
Grace's eyes glow yellow. Freddy takes a step back, shocked.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
Not about to just trust you. You barge in and take over the place. I don't know what I must do, but here's what you can do. Get out of my face. I'm doing it right now, aren't I?
You're a natural girl.
I don't follow.
Lost little girl.
Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow.
I know.
Can you hear me, Grace? What's going
It's your
on?
song.
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so titillating.
Grace, we gotta be careful. Has he slipped something into our drinks? Spouting crap about powers. He could be dangerous, what do you think? Can we all loosen up now? Remember, this madness is happening to me. This music makes sense to me somehow. But pulling me round is not what I need.
Is that gonna be here all the time?
How dare you? You don't know me.
If she has to be, pass me some wine.
Grace, is this how you let strangers speak to me?
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home. I sure hate to say this, but your little stray is perfectly fine on her own.
Okay. What happens now then?
How about a solo?
Backing yourself.
You're sure about this?
Grace, I love it. Ba-ba, 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 da, 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 da. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Grace, what are you doing? That wasn't me.
You sure?
Will you stop screwing
I
around?
enjoyed it.
He should be avoided.
Or applauded.
Grace, who's it gonna be? Him or me?
Lost girls, the world's full of lost girls who didn't know which road to take.
She knows what she's doing. I just know what's at stake. Lost girl, Grace is not a lost girl.
'Cause I found her and the news is away.
What does that mean?
Freddie, only he knows.
I've had enough now. She irritates me somehow.
Don't go.
Well, maybe I should.
Are you both making me choose? Guys, this is unfair, but we're getting nowhere.
Hurry, Grace. We've no time to lose.
All right, enough! This isn't a game to me. I'm not picking sides. My life is on the line.
I trust you can see how...
I think so. So I can make people do anything?
If I meant you could make amused as...
Are you
for all your power.
Her address? Thank you, that's...
Pan hands Grace a small card, but withdraws it quickly as she reaches for it.
Now this I consider a favor.
Grace snatches the card from Pan and looks at it. It contains Calliope's address.
I should...
No worries, I got this.
Oh?
Whatever my magical song powers can't handle, I'm sure a boot to the head will.
I see.
I need to find Cat.
And I guess I'll go check...
Grace looks at the card again. Pan
I guess
leaves
I'll go
the
check this
apartment.
place out on my own.
Grace pushes open the front door to Calliope's apartment.
Oh, it's open. That's not a...
Musical instruments rest on a small stage at the back of the room. Guitars hang next to framed pictures on the walls. Grace pushes open the front door to Calliope's apartment.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these? After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here? Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum. Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew. Right. These aren't... Do I inherit? I want to believe this is just... Giant harp, of course. So many instruments in here.
There is a winding staircase on one side of the room, leading upstairs.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs?
Grace walks through the door upstairs. She spots an unknown man sitting on a chair in the middle of a messy room.
Oh man, keep it together, Grace.
Apollo looks down at a picture he is holding of himself and Calliope. They are smiling and appear very happy.
You're Apollo, right? God of prophecy? Why do you think? Can you... What?
You've already... It's...
So you won't answer my questions. You're sitting here in the dark. You say...
Grace leans in close to Apollo's face. Apollo stands up and walks away from Grace, facing away from her to look out a window.
I don't have anywhere else.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Anytime I'm stuck on what I did and didn't do, I just scan the distance for the next thing. What is the next thing for you?
Next thing, she often said that too. We were statues hiding under sheets, collecting dust. She burst through the door and shouted, next thing. Come to the next thing.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me, thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change. But she never came.
I'm not saying I believe you killed Calliope. Problem is, I find you here the next thing. People are saying
it was not me.
You can say with 50 different words it wasn't you. Words are just a small part, it's the next thing. You know the next thing is do.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Let's see.
Always knew that you would come around.
That hidden voice, it will always play. It's on a loop, it will always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space
for something new.
The next thing,
the next thing, the next thing. Very well.
It'd be helpful
to receive a problem. No.
You're right, that's
worse.
So you have a...
But there might be...
Apollo walks towards the door.
Come with me.
Grace and Apollo enter Apollo's beach house. The interior is messy and filled with trash.
Are idols you... Someone...
Not this a lot.
Grace and Apollo walk over to a teenage girl in a hoodie, sitting behind a laptop. She doesn't look up at them as they approach.
You know what?
Look.
So you're an I'm looking for information. I knew...
Calliope. The good news is...
Or you could just...
Apollo walks over to the fridge and removes a card.
Great!
Grace looks at the card with a frown. Apollo walks over to the fridge and removes a card.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens, at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
Grace looks at the card with a frown.